Hello and welcome to BikeSocial. This is EICMA, the annual Milan motorcycle show.
We're going to speak to all the major manufacturers to bring you the lowdown on the top bikes for 2019.
Here we are on the BMW Motorrad stand, and the big news for this year is the 2019 S1000RR. Joseph is with me. Joseph is the product manager for this motorbike. Joseph, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you. So, completely redesigned.
Absolutely, no stone left unturned.
Wow. Tell us a bit about all the new components, especially that shift cam engine. How on earth did you get it into this frame?
So that was you see the frame. If you see the frame, we have make it. We called it flex frame. We bring it around the engine, and we're here very, very narrow. So that means we are here same narrow as V4 in these positions. Absolutely, absolutely.
Did you try the V4 in here?
Of course. So, and what we do with this BMW shift cam was the delivery, the power delivery. We want to have a smooth power delivery. We want to have minimum 1 second faster per lap. And our goal is over 20 laps. We want to be minimum 15 seconds till 20 seconds faster. So that means engine delivery, we have over 100 Newton meter from 5,500 RPMs till 40,500 RPMs. And in the end, 207 horsepower.
And you have an extra kit that one can put on there called M Sport.
Yeah, this is the bike with the M Sport kit. So that means you see the seat.
Yeah.
It's a special seat. It's more grip. It's the foam is harder, and then it's really, really awesome. You look about the rims. It's a carbon rim, and it's OEM. So this package is, you can just say in euro, it's 3,500 euro more. This bike is roughly 22,500. So, and this bike, the weight of this bike is 193.5 kilo.
Wow, and that's with the kit?
With the kit, with the rims, and with the lithium-ion battery.
And what about without the kit? How much weight is there saved?
We have saved here 3.5 kilo. That means without the kit it's 197. That's 11 kilo less than the previous one.
And how about power? Does it affect the power of the kit?
No, power, there's no effect to the power. Power is 207 horsepower, but it's the BMW delivery 207. So if you order 207, you get mostly a little bit the plus of them. What is really, really cool is, if you look about that, this is the dashboard, huh? But if you go on this, you can have other dashboards. So you have maybe, for example, for the racetrack, here's really MotoGP style. You have the lean angle. You see directly during your ride your lean angle on the right or left side.
Yes.
Then you have the traction control reduction, the brake reduction, or you can say, oh, let's give me another dashboard here with lap timer on this side. Here we have it, lean angle and dashboard. Very, very easy here with the multi-controller. There is a lap time with a GPS logger. We have the lap timer as well directly.
Is that the same system as HP4 Race?
Not the same, but similar. Very, very similar. So, but there's another really nice function. Is over there, the settings. So you can press the settings. Here you say, okay, now we are in the road mode. If you see here, we have rain, road, dynamic, and race. But if you go on the racetrack, then just with the multi-control, they ask you, you're sure? Yeah, of course we are sure. So now we're on the racetrack, configuration. And then, yes, I would like to configure. That is just one. So, and then you have 3 race pro modes. So Race Pro 1, 2, 3, that's like the user mode, so where you can all make the configuration. And you see here, you have the configuration of the engine brake. Then we have a new 6X sensor. So now we split in a traction control with a slide control and with a wheelie control. So, for example, just for ABS, if someone wants to adjust the ABS, very easily press the button and we show you what is content. So ABS is working like that, a little bit less support. And this is really for racing. And you say, hey, I want to have ABS on the rear because I want slide in the corner. Just go one more. And you have adjusted and done. So you can do everything as well. The engine, we have 2 throttle, full throttle, a little less and a little bit different power delivery. So really easily to play around.
Magnificent. So 9 years after the first RR model came to the market, this is the latest incarnation, and what a treat we're set for next year. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Cheers. This is Edgar Heinrich joining me now as Head of Design for BMW Motorrad. Edgar, thank you so much for joining me.
Most welcome.
So we start here with the F850GS. It's the Adventure model, so it's the bigger model than we've seen already with the F850, and in fact the 750 as well. So tell me a little bit more about the Adventure spec. So you've got you have a bigger tank for one.
Yeah, I mean the bike is completely new. Obviously, it's based on the 850GS, what we have launched last year. But this is our, let's say, our multi-tool long-distance travel bike, Adventure. Has a big tank, 23 liters of fuel capacity, and the whole thing is pretty wide, good weather protection, longer travel like the normal one. So it's good for, let's say, multi-tool long-distance traveling. Yeah. So it has this connotation. What I like to see these long panels here, has this upright stance, which is resembling a little bit on our Dakar races from the earlier days. You know.
It's got quite a tough stance, like you say, much more perhaps manly, let's say, than the base model, the non-adventure version. But so you've got knobblies on here, you've got wire spoke wheels, the engine bars. These are all standard parts of the adventure bike.
This is standard. I mean, the tires obviously you can choose. You can have normal street tires if you want, but the spoke wheels are standard here. The longer travel is standard, and yeah. Otherwise, apart from this, I think it's very obvious. It's a true member of our GS family. It has this typical beak, you know. It has the asymmetric front light with LED technology. So I think it's a worthy predecessor of our older middle-size, middle-class adventure bike.
I was certainly a fan of the F850, having ridden it earlier this year, so the Adventure is certainly one that I'm excited about for 2019. But you talk about the GS family, and certainly a new member of that is the R1250GS Adventure, so with the new shift cam engine. Should we take a look?
Go over here. It's a redesign, let's put it this way. Especially the front area has been redesigned. The crash bar is a bit more integrated now. There's lots of utilities and functions and tool, and the whole thing it comes together quite nicely. You have these recessed forms. The crash bar is a little bit inside, protects the whole tank and the cylinder, obviously. Of course, it has this TFT now, 6.5.
So what else differentiates the Adventure model from the standard model that's been around for, well, only a matter of 4 or 5 weeks?
The base is the same. It's this new engine with a shift cam, and it got lots of new let's say electronic stuff like DSC and ASC and this kind of thing. It has, of course, the dashboard, which has all these connectivity things, navigation, audio, telecommunication, these things. Apart from this, the difference is it has still the big tank, it has the longer travel, it has the spoke wheels and the knobby tires as come as a standard. You can have the rack in the rear with the aluminum boxes, which come in silver and in black now. And that's the main difference. I mean, again, this is our world travel globetrotter multi-tool bike.
Great stuff. And two further models using the 1250 shift cam engine are the R1250R and the R1250RS, which are a little bit over here. You must have high hopes for those two new models as well with the shift cam engine. It completes the lineup, but tell me a little bit about what else is new apart from the engine on these models.
Especially on the RS, the front is completely new. So this one has the tinted screen, but this is, I mean, you can have it or you can have the normal one.
This is an option, the tinted screen?
It's an option,
right.
But the headlight is completely new. This is a completely LED technology now. It has this daylight running light here, which is very distinctive when you see it in lighted. Right now it's not. And it also comes with a, how do you call this, a cornering light?
Yeah, that's right, cornering light, yeah.
So the front is completely new, looks much more distinctive, looks much more, let's say, sporty than the previous one with normal reflector lights. The R1250R, basically, of course, the engine is new. And then also we have the TFT screen now here as a standard, comes as a standard, which made necessary a redesign of the front here. Also the panels are new, they come here. It's an option in real aluminum, or not aluminum, sorry, in stainless steel.
Right.
Also
the belly pan.
The engine belly pan also here in stainless steel.
This is the HP model, so that's presumably it's got the extra parts here.
It got the extra parts. I mean, this is, of course, this is Spezial, what we call it.
Yeah.
So this is an aftermarket option which you can make across in the ordering list. People like it, and it's very important because people want to have their individual bike nowadays.
Sure.
Huh? So, but these things come for all the bikes.
Okay, yeah. Edgar, thank you so much for joining me and all of the insight.
Oh, most welcome. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.